A ride-hailing driver turned down all requests from men, but accepted an order from a woman. He then steered the car onto a remote, unfamiliar road. The pitch-black night filled the woman with fear. With no cell phone signal, she insisted on getting out of the car to walk home. However, she soon returned from the opposite direction. Faced with this bizarre turn of events, the woman didn't know what to do. She could only keep blaming the man, saying that if he hadn't taken this strange route, they wouldn't have encountered such an eerie situation. The man, unable to defend himself, quickly told the woman to read the words on the back of the car. Terrified, the woman hurried back into the vehicle, but asked the man to stand guard outside. Left with no choice, the man reluctantly agreed. Once inside, the woman looked for anything useful, only to find her own photos. She was utterly baffled. These were all her private pictures. How did the man get hold of them? Just then, the man tapped on the car window, saying he was going to check ahead. The woman, feigning composure, handed him a flashlight. After the man had walked some distance, the woman found a bow and arrow in the trunk. She grabbed an arrow and returned to her seat. Meanwhile, the man encountered a signpost. Following its directions, he took a left turn, but a few minutes later, he came back from the right. Faced with this uncanny situation, the man, now frightened, returned to the car. The woman discreetly clutched the bow and arrow. The man noticed the photos in the car and thought the woman was a bit crazy for trying to seduce him with pictures at a time like this. He questioned her, asking why she put the photos there. The woman hastily explained that the photos were already in the car before she got in. The man, tired of arguing, tossed the photos aside and got out of the car. The woman followed him out, telling him to stop acting. As they bickered incessantly, the woman turned around and realized the photos in the car had vanished. Both of them were horrified. Suddenly, a woman's laughter echoed from the woods. Petrified, they immediately jumped back into the car. The woman apologized to the man, admitting she had wrongly blamed him earlier. The man said he understood, and now they should trust each other and figure out a way to leave together. They analyzed countless scenarios but couldn't determine if it was a human prank or a genuine ghost encounter. At that moment, fog covered the windshield. The woman wiped the glass with her hand, and suddenly, a figure appeared and vanished. Startled, the woman screamed and recoiled. Before she could catch her breath, a rock shattered the windshield. Furious, the man got out of the car, grabbed a bow and arrow from the trunk, determined to find out who was behind this mischief. Back in the car, the man found a piece of paper wrapped around the rock. It read, "This road is closed. Please pay the toll collector." This message had appeared twice now. They couldn't make sense of it. Just then, the man urgently called out to the woman. A vehicle was approaching. The man quickly took the bow and arrow and got out, ready to attack. However, it was an old lady slowly approaching on a tractor. Seeing that she didn't seem like a bad person, the man put away the bow and arrow and asked her how to get out of there. The old lady said they could exit from the back. The woman quickly interjected, saying they had already tried that but ended up circling back. Moreover, there were strange signposts along the way. The old lady looked puzzled, as there were no signposts on that road. Suddenly, the old lady realized something and told the two that she couldn't help them because she and they were not in the same space and time. Apologies, but due to copyright reasons, the story ends here. To see what happens next, search for the movie The Toll.